Hi, fire signs. My name is Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. This is your reading for the month of December for all the fire signs out there, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. I know it's your birthday season, and I want to say happy birthday and thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that little bell, and you'll be notified every time I put out a video. And if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. Let's get started on your reading for the month of December. I hope you guys are surviving this pandemic still. If you're in the United States, we've had a really tough year. I know everybody's had a really tough year, but we're getting near the end of it. And I'm just praying that we can survive it. I know a lot of people have struggled, and we're hopefully coming into the light and out of the darkness. So, all right, guys, I just got your cards. It said, to the sea, soulmates is upside down, and yang is divine masculine energy. So what these cards are telling me is you had to start going with the flow and you're starting to relax a little bit, and you're starting to, instead of fight yourself and fight everyone else, you're starting to listen and you're starting to go with the flow, because it is so much easier than resisting. So, and it's turning your love life upside down. So maybe what happened is, as you started to listen to yourself, to your inner voice, to all of that, your relationship is not working out the way that you hoped, or the way that you planned, or the way that you expected. But even though it's not going the way you hoped or expected, it is a karmic lesson that you needed to learn, and that, you know, God, your higher power, has you in the palm of your hands, in the palm of his or her hands, and everything's going to be okay. But when you're in it, it doesn't feel that way. And I know that. And I'm going to go a little bit deeper into the message here, because I want to give you guys some, really, really deeper messages to help explain this a little bit more. It says, being in the flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage to you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow into the river, into the sea of life. So this is like, you guys, congratulations. This is not easy to do. So whatever you have been going through, it has led you up until this moment, this time. And even though it's been a hard road, I'm not going to lie to you. I know you guys have been struggling, and this has not been an easy path for you. And you know what? Nothing worth having is easy, and it takes a lot of work. And the only way we learn is by doing. And a lot of times, fighting with yourself or against yourself, or not listening to your inner voice, it takes a while to be able to do that stuff. So I hope you're not beating the shit out of yourself, which I think that you are, but this is saying you're allowed to stop. Permission to stop beating the shit out of yourself. It says harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, relationship, fostering personal growth. And when it's upside down, it has a message of protection. So it's saying an important relationship brings you to your knees. This is the kind of soulmate who comes in with a powerful gift. Your patterns of all your old stories that don't serve you well, being entered into this dynamic so you can heal them. This person is called to a sacred task to help you learn. even if it is uncomfortable, sticky, or even unconceivable. The question is not why did he or she do this to me, but rather what is the gift in this? Look into this mirror. You will only be changed for the better. So this saying, this relationship, maybe it didn't work out, but it taught you everything that you were supposed to learn in it. And it's not saying that it wasn't painful. It's not saying it wasn't messy. And it's not saying it doesn't hurt, but it's saying you needed this person in your life to teach you things about yourself. And they did, and you've learned it. So congratulations is what that is saying. And it doesn't feel like a congratulations, but it's saying this person brought you a gift. It was part of your spiritual puzzle, of you coming back to yourself. So this person taught you how to come back to yourself, and what that looks like is different for everybody, but this is saying like you're okay and you're gonna be okay even if you don't feel that way for right now. Not everybody feels good all day every day. That is not normal. Maybe you are coming out of an addiction. Maybe you are coming out of, maybe this relationship was an addiction. And codependency a lot of times presents itself like love. But the one thing that codependency is different than love is it ends up making you sick, and it ends up hurting and harming you. And love doesn't hurt or harm you or ask you to hurt or harm yourself. So just so you know that, and I'm trying to explain it in a way that, you know, like that whole Jerry Maguire, you complete me. It's romantic. It's great to see it in a movie, but somebody else is not going to complete you. You need to complete yourself first and find somebody else who's already completed. When you start to do this work, I'm not going to lie, the pool gets less. There's less people in it, and there's less people doing it, but you're doing the work. And if you're doing the work, the person you're looking for is doing the work too. So this is saying the masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen, taking action. Yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward, of manifesting, through and desire into concrete, manifest through thought and desire into concrete form. Now the time is perfect to act, for you can easily build momentum and make headway. What you want will come into fruition if you proceed confidently. This card signifies new life and a sure sign that the obstacles have been overcome. There is no reason to hesitate. You are the shaper of your destiny now. So this is saying maybe you were with somebody that was operating out of their head. You're starting to operate out of your heart. You used to operate out of your head too. We all do. We all operate out of our heads. Some of us operate out of our hearts first, like an open wound. And this is saying like your head and your heart is connected, and you're going to meet somebody whose head is connected to their heart also. And it's creativity. It's like people, you're a very creative person, and the people that you're going to be drawn to and attracted to are going to be creative too, and they're going to be okay with it and not try and deny it and not try and fight it. And maybe that's what you used to do. And honestly, we're in a world where people get financially rewarded for operating out of their head only and the worst case scenario. Whoever can think of the worst case scenario gets paid a lot of money. So you get rewarded financially for being able to go to the darkest side possible. But honestly, after a while, it doesn't matter how much money and how much stuff you have. That is exhausting and it makes you not well. So this is saying, you're coming into yourself, your creativity, your head and your heart. The person that you are going to end up with is going to be able to do the same. And I'm sorry about your relationship and that it didn't work out. And it sounds very painful. And I'm sorry that happened to you. And you are going to get better. You are going to feel better. But right now you might not be feeling yourself, but you're healing. The next card I pulled says relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So it's like, if you think like I'm only attracted to jerks or I'm only attracted to assholes, you're not anymore. You're not. You're going to be attracted to people who serve your highest good, who are there to help you heal and to help you be the best person you can be. And it says imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So this is like, you guys are really into your creativity right now, and you're getting into your creativity, and it is a safe place for you to operate from. And maybe you're scared about finances, or maybe you're worried that the divine isn't going to support you in this, but it's saying yes, they are. And then the next one is grief. It says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate this. So it's saying it is a loss. Whatever you came out of or are coming out of, it's a loss. It's a sadness. It's okay to grieve. The first stage of the grieving process is denial, and then it's anger. So if you're pissed, a lot of times it's easier to point it at the other person, like you're pissed at the other person, but secretly deep down is you're mad at yourself. You're mad at yourself because you thought if you would have saw this sooner, the hurt wouldn't be as much as it is now. And this is saying, guess what? Yes, it would be. And you still have to go through the grieving process. And it doesn't just, if you weren't in it for as long, would it not be as painful? No. Pain is pain. You love the person and you had to walk away because it wasn't good for you. And honestly, you have to go through the grieving process. I'm sorry, there's no shortcuts, and you cannot speed it up. So allow yourself time. And maybe part of this, maybe this relationship was blocking your imagination and your creativity. A lot of times when you're in a relationship that isn't good for you, isn't healthy for you, it blocks your creativity. And this is saying it's starting to come out. So you need to trust it, and you need to go with it and just have fun. Do things that make you happy. Do things that bring you joy. Paint. Get outside in nature. Do whatever you can that makes you happy. All right, the next one is healer of emotion. This is a time to follow your heart and feel the fullness of your emotions. You may not feel so compelled to you may feel so compelled to nurture others that you forget to care for yourself. Flashes of intuition provide you with incredible insights. You or another person is a kind, tender-hearted, loving, and trustworthy friend. So this is saying that, you know what, you guys are great at taking care of other people. And actually, that's a gift, and we all need to be needed. And maybe it felt good to be needed, but it also sounds like you need somebody who has something to offer you back. You can't be the only person that is giving. And at first, I think creating a need for somebody to need you, it's such a good feeling and it feels so good. But eventually, after a while, it gets heavy, it gets exhausting, and it usually causes like anxiety and depression. It starts making you sick. So this is like, you need to be as good to yourself as you are to other people. For everything that you want to do to help other people's lives be better, you need to do that for yourself. And how you do that is you practice. Whatever you would say to a friend, you need to start talking to yourself that way. So I get it. Start by practicing, and you're allowed to take care of yourself. It is not wrong and it is not selfish. The next card is 4 of Action. Your hard work and sincere efforts lead you to a sense of safety, contentment, and financial security. You deserve to take a break and enjoy the magnificent life you've created. It may be time to celebrate a wonderful event, such as an engagement, a wedding, buying a new home, or the birth of a child. So this might be that you're able to celebrate a wonderful event, but it might be somebody else right now. It might be somebody else getting married, or somebody else getting engaged, or somebody else buying a house, or somebody else having the birth of a child. And maybe you can focus on that so you don't have to focus on the sadness of your relationship. You do need to heal that. I'm not saying you don't need to heal that, but this is saying like good things are coming into your life and into your way, and you're going to have great things to look. You're going to watch miracles happening all around you, and you're going to see, as you watch miracles happen for other people, you're going to believe miracles can happen for you, and they are happening for you. And the next one is 5 of Thought. It says the path you were on seemed like the right one, but now you've run into a challenge. There's a better direction that will make you much happier in the end. Changes are necessary so that you can get back on track. Avoid negative people who are draining, who bring unwanted drama in your life. So this is saying, you guys, things have happened and maybe they were out of your control. And it's saying, I know you can't see it now, but rejection is God's protection. It's because God, your higher power, the angels, they have something way better for you, better than what you can imagine for yourself. And so, you know, the people who are sucking the life out of you, people that you call on the phone and you're like, how are you doing? And you know, or they ask how you are and you're like, I have a cold. And then they're like, I have a cold. I've been sick all week. I've been sick for a month. And they just go in all about themselves, and you get off the phone and you feel like somebody sucked the life out of you. Like, this is permission to like not stay on the phone as long, or, you know, to take care of yourself, and that the people who need you too much are not healthy. So setting boundaries and spending less time around people who make you feel like somebody just sucked the life out of you. You have permission to do that. And it's saying you're going in a better direction. I know you can't see it right now, but please hang in there, because better things are on the horizon for you. And I know this is a painful time for you guys, but hang in there. It's gonna get better. You're gonna get through this. This too shall pass. This is your sign signing off, sending you love and light for the month of December.